Morning, well, good afternoon, everyone. It's noon on January 20th, and we are here with our CRS RRC New England team, and we're going to be going over our Monday with the Masters. Um, just wanted to start off the new year introducing our 2025 leadership team, and Greg is going to go over who was on the call because I'm not able to see everyone at this time. But first, I just wanted to welcome everyone to the new year. We're really excited. We just had an awesome probate class last Monday. It was fantastic. We had Buddy West, and he went over all the things we need to be able to service our clients. So just wanted to welcome you again. And Greg, if you want to take over, that would be great.
Sure. Well, we've got Marie. Hello, Marie.
Hello.
Our immediate past president. And then let me see who's next on the live screen. I can see Christina.
Hi, good morning.
And then Christine, our tech guru.
I'm here.
Great. And tech, you are also finance chair, correct?
Yes.
And then Ashley.
Hello.
And then did we have anyone else that's non-video? I can't see the non-video. I have those hidden right now. But we'll just share strategic partners that we had for 2024. And we're going to be doing an update to this shortly. So I'll share a link so that strategic partners that are interested in joining the New England 6-state RRC group, we can get you exposed to all of our agents over the next 12 months. So that'll be something that we'll jump right into. And without further ado, I think we can jump right into my presentation, which is really a hands-on. It's not a PowerPoint presentation. We'll do it live, and I'm going to try to stop early to just leave a few minutes for the Q&A. So before we jump into the meat and potatoes of today's session, Meet the Masters, we'll be trying to do one of these every month for you. We want to spotlight the fact that RRC, if you think of RRC as the college, if you will, the name of the college, you have the CRS, which is the degree. It's essentially your PhD, if you will, in real estate. But we also have certifications. And I'd like to just start off with a little straw poll. If people in chat could put in, what certifications would you be interested in doing? And we'll try to spread some education opportunities out over the next 12 months. AI certification, cryptocurrency, social media. These are all-day classes like we just had with the probate, Buddy West, inside sales agent certification, luxury, real estate investing, residential listing, divorce, probate we just had, and smart home certification. So that's just an offering that I wanted to spotlight at the beginning. And if you could just put into chat that information. And also I'll drop into chat or Christine, if you could put, I'll drop it in myself, the form or the PDF that I've got, bear with me. Actually, Christine, if you could just share what I had shared, the PDF.
I don't think I have it, do I? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. This one right here. I had sent it over.
Okay. What do you want me? Yeah,
just put it up into chat if you can upload.
I don't think I can. Okay. It also won't help the folks that are watching this later.
No problem. We'll have a link to it for replays. The important thing that I wanted to spotlight is what we're going to touch on today. We're going to talk a little bit about the website. We're going to talk about optimizing your RRC profile. And this is really us trying to help you help yourself. And we're going to get into the bio, designation, updates, specialties, agent skills, directory and search preferences, And then we're going to get into how do you boost your profile. And so I'm going to take you through those items. And everything that we do throughout the year, you'll always see QR codes. And what's really handy is these QR codes, the single one, which is the info page, brings you to a landing page that we have everything CRS in one spot for the New England region members. You've got your member benefits, how to join RRC, pathway to becoming a CRS, get your designation. You know, how do you get it? The pathways is the two different pathways. Getting your designation is separate. If you want to see New England region members near you, this is a great thing that gets updated once a month. You can see all of the New England region members.
Actually, Greg, that gets updated twice a year.
Okay, thank you. And it's Christine that does it. We've got a private Facebook group and the public page. These links are all here. I'm going to touch on the video bundle later. We'll be updating our strategic partners, and I promised I'd share with you what is the strategic partner program? That is a great thing for you to be able to get exposed to our members, and there's a variety of sponsorship levels. So that all comes off of the landing page. As we build out events over the year, you're going to be seeing these events. Our next one is Celebration. Actually, we're going to have another Meet the Masters next month, which will be spotlighting an educational opportunity that we'll have here in New England. But when you click on these links, they bring you right to the landing page for that particular event. And the strategic partners will be updated here. So just wanted to touch on that. And let's just jump right into the CRS landing page and the website. I want to talk to you about a couple different things. Our leadership team, we don't have anything to do with the performance and the speed of the page. I want to say be patient when you're booking an event or you're doing some of the updates that you might want to do today. If you just may see the resolving circle, it's going to get better. This site is built better for mobile. So we're in a little bit of a pain period with the slow response. Matt in Chicago, asks us for our patience when we're dealing with it. I want to also spotlight that join the RRC family. That page had a little bit of a glitch. And that page really is something that I'm going to give you a little instruction guide right here in this PDF. What was happening was people were blowing by the step one. So when you're trying to get yourself registered for CRS, there is a step one right here in the map field. That's where you had to put your address. And we found out that during the probate certification class that we had 3 new members people that wanted to become new members try to get through, and they jumped right to putting their address in. They couldn't, because this has to be populated first and then you edit it. So I just want to spotlight that because that's an important step in becoming a member. And so that was just a little bit of a glitch. So that's a preface to today, and I thank you for your patience in advance when you're dealing with the website.
Can I chime in, Greg, for just a second here?
Yeah, sure.
I just want everyone to know that if they do have a glitch registering for an event of some sort, we do have the help desk that you can call and register that way. So we did have, for our installation, we had a few people who ended up just calling, and they'll take care of you and they'll take your credit card information over the phone. So if you do have trouble and you're trying to get registered for an event in the future, call the help desk, which the number is right on the top of the website under About Help.
Yeah, and also your leadership team, we're all volunteers. We're here to help. So you can reach out to any of us and we'll get you the answers that you're looking for, hopefully. But I'm going to jump into bio, okay? The bio is really blank. It starts off until you get your information in. And one of the things that's, I think, super important right now, January, it's the beginning of the new year. When we reference how many years we've been doing things, or you've gotten new designation or certifications, you may want to list that in your bio. And what's interesting about it is today might be the catalyst for you to be able to jump into not just your RRC bio. I'd encourage you to go and look at the entire suite of profiles that we all have as agents, realtor.com, Zillow, homes.com. Ensure that you've got your updated photos and the highlights, the bio description, if you will. Make sure that those are all up to date. And there's a program or a company that actually does this for you. If you're not hands-on and you don't want to go into your dashboard, so to speak, there's a free webinar to RRC members. And that free webinar is done by Real Grader. They do profile optimization and can make across all platforms your same, profile. And this is the registration. It is free to get into this webinar, and they are a resource available to you. And I'll jump into the designation and certifications. So let me just log into my own profile and share with you, how do you do this? So when we get into bear with me, we'll jump into the dashboard, or actually my profile right here. Your name and information. Right here is that business information. When you're becoming a member of RRC, that's where you'd have to put that address in. All my stuff I know is actually currently correct, and I'll make this a little bit smaller. Is that okay on your end? Thumbs up? Good. Okay. So what's important is your title, but here's your bio. This is your description, and that's where I'm saying get into that section right here and make it be whatever you want it to be. It is recommended that you write in third person, where you're not saying I. It's better to be more talking about if someone's talking about you. But the designations right here, this section, if you've got nothing in here, you start with nothing. So you have to put this in and then just hit submit. Same thing with the specialties. You're allowed to put in up to 4 specialties. Pick the four favorites that you have. And same thing with agent skills. Now, agent skills is 10, up to 10. Pick the 10 skills that you want to spotlight and share with. Think of the mindset with this. This is not really, it is public facing, but it's more so internal. And I'd like to see a raise of hands. How many people have received an RRC referral during the last year? Okay. The key to getting the referrals is think like you're giving a referral. Look at your own profile and think, would you give yourself a referral? And if these are all blank, and I'm going to share an example of some side-by-side comparison, put in the agent skills. What's also your social networks, absolutely put in your social networks so that people can figure out, if I'm making a referral into Massachusetts and I know the town, I'm going to go right into find a CRS right here, and I'll just drop in that. I can drop the agent's name in, but if I'm making a referral to a unknown area, I'll just pick the town. And then we're looking at looking at potential agents to make that referral to. So that's any questions on the internal side of your dashboard so far? No questions. Okay. So let's just jump into the the meat and the potatoes of, I'll just take Nashville. Why Nashville? Because that's where Celebration is. So I don't know any agents. I've never even been to Nashville. I know it's going to be a good time. But here we have 70 agents in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. And this is always presented in a random order. And what's interesting, you've got these sort functions. And I don't know about you, but when I'm making a referral, I do start with the CRS directory, but I also cross-check. And here's where that continuity, I look for I'll go on Zillow, I'll go on Homes, I'll go on Realtor, or even Google and just see what is the person doing. Because I want to place my referral with somebody that is productive. Now, poor Elizabeth and Jen here, they don't even have their headshots here. Okay. So current headshot shouldn't be your high school photo. I look a little different now than I did in high school. And I'm going to drill down into this right now and look at the base profile. If I come back here, and I'll just drop in two different things that I want to point out. Actually, I'm going to put side by side two different profiles. Okay. Can we see that clearly right now? All right. So I just picked Richard. Richard's down in Nashville. And notice the first thing. Richard's profile photo, this is when you get into find the search and you click. If I clicked into Richard's profile, I'm seeing no headshot. That's the first thing. And when I click into Richard, this is what I'm now going to see. So hopefully the website link works. And Richard's did. I did test it. And what is interesting, and actually let me back up right here. Did you notice active now right here in blue? Richard, sometimes you see that Richard has not been on the RRC website for a couple of years probably. Okay. And so that because there's nothing right here, you can see the active members active now, and try this on yourself. If you haven't been on the website, click your town, see who's active. But when you click into here, now is where you're going to start to see, this is how the profile that we just talked about gets to be public facing for the referrals. So the about, this is Richard's about. He's been a designee since 2003. So, but I think there's a lot more. Richard's a designee. He's done a lot more than just get his CRS designation. And I'm not saying it needs to be a story as long as mine. You just pick your highlights, get your highlights in there. But here's the designations show up here. And the RPAC investor, it's interesting. I've had a few referrals over the years where they said, Greg, we picked you because you are an RPAC major investor. And I didn't even think of doing that. And you can filter, if I come back to find CRS, let's come back here, find a CRS, and let me just take Boston, Mass. Right here, this is what the people are using. There's right. This can't be right. That out of 11 people that are under Boston,
it could be right.
It's right.
It could be. Not a lot of people list under Boston.
Right. Well, but you can see how that works, that filter. Michelle's got a question.
Does the RPAC major investor populate itself? Because when I went, because when I went in, like it wasn't an option to say that you were or weren't.
No, it comes from national.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, that automatically populates. So, the major investor shows up. Now, here's where that expertise area, okay, remember, we can have up to 4 different sections, so 4 expertise areas. And then what's also interesting is the market areas. So you really have one market area that's complementary. And actually, I thought it was 4, but I know it's guaranteed 1 where your office is located. That is free. On the right side here, if you see my profile's got all these other towns. I pay $35 a year for the online placement in these towns. So that is a feature that is something that I think you can enhance, and you can specify your counties this way. And then last but not least, recommendations is something Fran Bixler. Fran is going to be watching the replay. She had another conflict. Otherwise, she'd be on the call today. Fran brought this to my attention, so I'm going to give credit to her. The recommendations and endorsements. So I'm going to go backwards. I've been a CRS designee for 4 years. I'm going to go back and make referrals for every single agent that I've done business with and folks on the leadership team that I want to share their performance. So recommendations is good. The skills and endorsements, both Fran and I think that this is something that's a little bit clunky, because it's a weird thing, because you think 1 to 10 maybe is a scale, but no, it's 1 recommendation for those skills that you have selected. So does anybody see a difference here between the profile that's blank and completed? Do you think that you might want to make a referral to someone that has a completed profile? To me, it makes a difference.
I'll even chime in that because I give a couple of referrals out every year at a minimum. Yeah. And I have my assistants who help me find the CRS potentials, and then I'll call them and evaluate them. But I'll tell them, first, look for a picture. Second, look to see if they have their profile filled out. Third, obviously, before that, we have to find the geographical area that they're looking for, but then their picture. I also want to know if they have the CRS designee or if they're just a member of RRC. So I do look for that. And then the major investor as well. So I kind of qualify it, and I try to narrow it down to 2 to 3 potentials to give me, and then I'll go from there and evaluate it. So I found that I'm always looking for someone who's more like myself. So that's a way you can qualify. So if they don't even have a profile, even if they are similar to me, I wouldn't get to them, because if they haven't filled out their profile or put their picture or a major investor. So
do you cross-check other sites, Marie?
I do, because I also have, I have a couple of other designations. So I have the ABR designation, and I also am a Buffini member. So I will look. And so once I get to major investor, then I'll say, okay, are they also a Buffini member? Because if they are, then they get narrowed down even further from that. So.
Okay. And for those of you that don't know what major investor is, it's someone that has opted to invest $1,000 or more into RPAC, into the issues that we have for our clients, and advocate for home ownership. I want to circle back to boosting your profile, because there's something else that is interesting, I think. Notice that there's no education here for Fred. Sorry, Richard. I'm looking at the brokerage, Friedrich. So Richard, right here, there's a missing tab. Well, what is education? Education, these are different webinars and classes that I have attended, where the key thing is you got to fill out the affidavit and the evaluation form. And if you fill that out, this auto populates. I didn't put this in here. This just loaded itself. And if you are on the leadership team, these things get filled in automatically. So these two come from, the education comes from evaluation being filled out, and some of the courses do have an affidavit where you've got to affirm that you did attend it. So you see the difference, the first impression, like Marie said, the photo, your bio, your designation certifications, and the recommendations tab. Now, I just want to share a couple bonus tips right here. The webinar bundle, it is the best deal ever. In fact, I think it's probably how I got involved with CRS. I was looking in the, probably 2015 might have been the first time I ever did a class as a non-member, paid bust out retail for the, for the content, the webinar, and it's $199. That's $3.98 a video for a minimum of 50 videos. And as a base member, you get about 10 that are free. The 50, let's just say 10 of them, I push them aside and I don't even want to watch them. And I can do them live or time shift them. The webinar bundle is something that's available right on the website. It's plastered on many pages. So this is right now you can see the upcoming list, and this gets populated throughout the year. So I think that's a tremendous value. And I say, I'll probably watch 40 of them. And when you watch it, the video, you get that content, you then complete the evaluation, boom, it's in your education catalog. The other thing is, we talked about at the beginning, the New England region info page. We've already talked about the members page, and this is the QR code that you'll see on much of our promotional stuff throughout the year. It's going to be the place that we constantly try to update. So I just want to open it up with a couple minutes left, keep us on time, and see if we've got any questions.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So can you just explain the difference between for the region, for your different towns that you oversee? You said you paid extra to do it online. Because
Yeah.
I know for Boston, for example, that I do cover Boston, I have it under print directory area, but how do you do it for the online? How would you go pay for that?
Good question. Let me jump into there and see if we can find it in just a couple minutes. All right. So here we go. If I go into online advertising, referrals, online advertising, and we're doing this on the fly here. And I don't know why it doesn't say, right now there's a glitch because it's not showing. Mine go to, I think April is when mine are. But if I want to add a new neighborhood or city, let's see. Featured agent. This is hold it. That's not it. Here it is right here. Additional city listings. So if I just go into create, and this is clunky. Country. Oh, this is the new website. And again, I apologize in advance. State. Do you want me to use Mass for you? Mass, Marie?
Sure.
I wish it would go like that. Why is it not doing it? I'll just jump into Connecticut. No, I'm going to go into Mass here. What town do you want to add?
Boston.
Well, you see, you can't key that input. This just like when you're becoming a member. Boston?
Yeah. Like I have that for my print profile, but it seems like I must not have it for my online profile.
Okay. Select auto renew. You have to say yes or no, and I would then submit. I hope I don't put myself into Boston. There we go. So now it would be in Boston. And down at the bottom, I would have to hit next, and now it's going to end up in my cart.
Gotcha. Thanks. That's perfect. Thank you.
Got it. You got it. Any other questions? Let's see what we got in chat. That was Marie's. Michelle, did you have a question?
Nope, I'm good. I was just saying that we're about at the end of our time.
Cool.
So if it goes by really fast. So if anyone does have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to Greg or anyone on the leadership team, and we can get the answers for you on the website. Or if you have any questions about membership or anything like that. But we're excited for the new year, and we'll be coming out with more events. And we, thank Quincy. I saw him jump on. So Quincy, thank you for the probate class. That was a fantastic class. And Rose is saying thank you to Greg. So just wanted to say that we look forward to this coming year, and I hope everyone has a great month, and we'll be issuing our next Monday with the Masters as well. So that'll be coming out.
And I'll toss out Quincy. We see in chat, because chat's not on replays, the requests for divorce. We've got 4 requests for divorce certification coming in. So
and 3 for AI, Quincy. 3
you
for
got AI in there, yeah. And I know
3 of
people, and those are 2 great courses that I think we're going to try to pull off this year. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.